the Queen's funeral shows just how much Australians really did care about the monarchy. It looks to me like we're not a republic anytime soon. What do you think?
Look, I think that what the recent research is showing is not just that... can you hear me, Cory?
Yeah, I can. Please proceed.
Okay, good. What the recent research is showing is that not only do Australians have enormous respect for the life's work of Her Majesty, but they think more highly of now King Charles than anyone necessarily expected for them to, and that confidence in the institution is strong. I think there's a really good case to be made here that the more politics goes woke and silly, the more people see the need for those enduring institutions that sit above the daily nonsense and protect that which needs to endure from all the silliness of the day. And that gives me some confidence that we'll have a generation that aren't so intent on tossing out a system that has served us very well, in providing us with, and I think Australians always realise this, with more peace, stability and prosperity than any kind of government in any nation, anywhere in the world's history. It's not a small thing, and it's not something we should throw out on a whim.
Yeah, to quote your fellow panellists, I think the Republican movement is as dead as disco for another generation at least. Okay, Thursday is a respectful day of mourning for the late Queen, but of course that's not good enough for the radical left. The Doctors' Union, aka the Australian Medical Association, is calling for whoever organised it to apologise because elective surgeries are impacted. Matt, let's just get over the fact that she gave us 70 years of service. We've been in lockdown for 2 years with no elective surgery. They didn't say a jot or a tittle about that. Right. How do you respond to this call for an apology?
Cory, you're absolutely right. There's a point I was going to make. Can I just say too, though, that was a fantastic answer from Amanda on the need to continue the constitutional monarchy. I'm sure she will be back in our parliament. We miss her greatly down here, but she's just summed up why she's made such a great contribution in her time here. And look, I was going to make exactly that point, Cory. That look, no one is banning elective surgeries on Thursday. They can go ahead. We haven't had any government edict saying they can't. I realise that some in our health profession deserve a day off to honour the Queen as well. So maybe some surgeries can be rescheduled. Of course, I will be at work here in Canberra. We have a service and I'll be otherwise working that day. You could decide to work. It's not an edict to have to work. But as you said, we did have decisions in the last couple of years which told people you could not go to work. And we had them for many, many months in some parts of our country for the longest periods in the world. Yet I didn't hear the AMA or doctors mention any of this, any concern about the delay to surgeries, the delay to medical appointments. And we may just be seeing the ramifications of that now because we have had an increase in the normal amount of deaths this year in Australia, quite a significant increase, about 10,000 extra deaths that are unexplained. And at least in part, some of that might be because of the delayed medical procedures that occurred during lockdowns. And as you pointed out, there was no complaints about that at all at the time. So I'm not taking these particular suggestions very seriously from the AMA.
Yeah, the pick and choose outrage. Guys, we're out of time, but I tell you, Matt Canavan, you got one thing right. Amanda Stoker, you are a great talent. We need you back in our parliament, even though we love you here on Sky. We need you back in our parliament as soon as we possibly can. Thanks to both of you for joining me tonight.
Lovely to see you both.